Hello, my dear friends. Marriage, as you know, is the noblest form of human relationship. That is where commitment, love, and all manner of virtues come to play on a daily basis. But I discover that for reasons for lack of knowledge or information, a whole lot of couples are enduring their marriages instead of enjoying them. If you are a married couple or you are engaged to be married, this is your channel. Simply join me. Let me give you the kind of information that will take your marriage to the next level. Welcome once again to Married Without Tears channel. My name is Felix Okeke. I am your marriage counselor and coach. If you have never been part of this channel, you are missing a whole lot, especially if you are a married couple. Because on this channel, we teach vital principles, godly principles that will take your marriage to the next level. The topic we have today is also a very interesting one. We are talking about how to lose weight in 7 easy ways. How to lose that weight in 7 easy ways. We have come to understand that, packing a lot of weight, or what we call obesity, is one of the greatest impediments to marital joy. I have seen so many married couples who started their marriages as very clean, trim, and very thin people, but over a period of time, they, indulge themselves with a whole lot of things. At the end of the day, they bloated up. They became 3 or 4 times bigger than they were initially, and a whole lot of things got undermined in the process. So today, as we begin to look at that, I want you to take your own marriage and take your own person and look at yourself and then see how you can pick 1 or 2 things we're about to say today to make a difference in your weight. Because obesity is very, very detrimental to marriage. I must tell you, very, very detrimental. Especially when it comes to sexual life, for instance. It makes all the physical attractions and all the physical attributes of a woman to suddenly disappear. When you wake up in the morning and you look at your wife who used to be very clean and very trim, now she's looking like a bloated elephant on the bed. You can become disappointed. You can become frustrated in the process. I don't know about you. During the process of lovemaking, I usually like my woman to sometimes come on top of me. But what happens when a big bear mounts you? You begin to breathe like somebody, like a rat that is just running out of the grips of a spider. So, it's very, very detrimental to marriage. When you pack excess weight, it can undermine a whole lot of joy in your marriage. So, as we begin to relate them, please take them one after the other. And I can tell you that if you can do something about that weight, your marriage will become glorious. Your marriage will become joyful again. And all the joyful seasons also shall come back. I know that a whole lot of us, we used to give ourselves excuses for the way we turned out. Some of us can say, oh, I cannot be the same after a lot of children in the marriage. I'm not supposed to be looking the same. But yes, you may not look the same, but there are so many things you can do to actually look trimmer than you are presently. Some of us may also say, oh, time and tide works, there's no way I can continue looking the same. But the reality is, if you check some of the things you are doing, check some of your meals, check some of the activities you are involved in, you will discover that over a process of time, you actually brought that onto yourself. You actually, made that weight to come upon you. But if you can do something about it today, that weight will suddenly disappear. I can tell you that. The very first thing you must do, if you must come down from that weight, is, the moment you wake up in the morning after prayers. Prayers is actually meant to feed your spirit. It does not feed your body. It feeds your spirit. After prayers, just get out there and go jogging. Go jogging. Do at least 1 kilometer in the morning. Go out there and jog. Exercise your feet, exercise your arms, exercise your body. Make it in such a way that the veins, the arteries that are probably clogged up, things begin to flow in your system again. Jog very well. Do whatever you can. Jog. Exercise every part of your body. At the end of about an hour of exercise, you come back to the house full of sweat upon your body, and then you rush into the bedroom, probably even bath with a little bit of hot water. Do you know what hot water does to a body? It clears all the oily parts of the body, and then it leaves the hairs on your body. They are open. They begin to absorb fresh air. You can do that. It's something that you can do to get life back to that your system. Is very, very important. That's the very first thing you need to do every morning if you must take care of that excess weight. If you also have a cycling machine inside the house or something that you can jog inside the house instead of going out, better still, if you have the resources, go out, pick one of these things in any of these shops. It can help you. You can jog right inside of your house. You can even do rope jogging. You use a rope and you are jogging steadily inside your house. Do it for continuously an hour, and then get your system, functioning properly even before you take your bath in the morning. Very, very important. If you do that every day of the week, you will see that weight begin to come down. It's very, very important. The second thing you must do, don't miss your breakfast. When you take your breakfast in the morning, let it be a breakfast that is, a breakfast that is like not a heavy breakfast. Let it be a breakfast that I hope you know that breakfast is the best meal of the day. Don't skip it, please. Don't skip it because you want to reduce weight. Even though you want your weight to reduce, it must be done properly. You must not allow yourself to get sick in the process. A breakfast is very important, but let it be a breakfast of cereal, a breakfast of a light tea or light coffee, a breakfast that you don't put a whole lot of sugar inside it. And at the end of your breakfast, you can also take clean warm water, so that if you have taken any oil thing, supposing you have boiled, you have fried an egg, you took it along with bread, use hot water or boiled tea to take it. Don't use cold tea. Don't use anything cold in the morning. Don't take it. So use it, and then all your system will begin to work well, and your digestive system will pick it up. It is necessary for that food in your system to digest properly, but don't take such a heavy food. I have seen some people, they load heavy carbohydrates in the morning. It's not ideal. It will keep you in one spot. It's not ideal. So no matter what it takes, take a light breakfast. Take a breakfast that is full of fruits. Take fruits even in the process of taking your bread. Add fruits to it. You can take bananas. You can take apple, French apple. You can take things like that to garnish your breakfast. It's very, very important. As you do that, it will reflect in your system. Your body weight will begin to drop. That's the way to do it. And then, of course, the third thing you must also observe. Please, once it is 7 p.m. every day, close your kitchen. After 7 p.m. every day, close your kitchen. As a matter of fact, if you must take your dinner, let it not go beyond 7 p.m. Take an early dinner, and at the end of it, close your kitchen. Don't go into night munchies or taking things or taking snacks while you are watching television, or swallowing things and downloading things while you are busy watching television. No, once it's 7 p.m., close your kitchen. So that before you go to bed, probably around 8 or 9 p.m., or even if you're a late, if you're fond of going to bed late, before you go to bed, every food in your system must have digested and gotten assimilated in your system before you go to bed. So that you are not on the bed and then you have your stomach filled with food. It's not proper. It's not proper. So observe an early dinner all the time. An early dinner is very, very important. If you must watch your weight drop, an early dinner is very, very important. And don't take the kind of dinner that will keep food in your tummy while you are in bed. It will give you bad dreams, and you wake up with a lot of weakness, because while you are supposed to be sleeping and having a rest, a lot of organs in your body are working overtime to digest the food in your belly. It ought not to be. So work at it, so that early dinner is very, very important. And don't take snacks while you have finished your dinner, please. Very, very important. If you must watch that weight go down. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, you can do so immediately. There's the red button by my side. Click on it and get subscribed while we go on to the fourth one. And of course, the fourth thing I want to say is your capacity to choose those liquid calories wisely. Those sweetened and caffeinated drinks are fond of adding a lot of calories to the body. And I mean those bottles that you take on a daily basis, whether they are Coke or Fanta or Sprite or whatever, they add a whole lot of calories to the body. No matter how thirsty you are, I want you to replace that. I want you to replace those drinks with clean water. Clean water does a whole lot of things to the system. At least 80% of every man is made of water. So water is acceptable to the body, and it does not add any injury to the body except if they are not clean water. But if they are pure and clean water, I can tell you that it flushes your system. It adds value to your system. So learn to replace those, all those drinks that you consume at the slightest opportunity. Do you know what they do? Let me tell you. It takes about, every pound that you remove from your body as you're trying to remove those excess weight. 1 pound out of your body is about 3,500 calories. And it's not easy to remove 3,500 calories out of the system. Even if you want to do it under 1 week, you must give up at least 500 calories on a daily basis for the next 1 week for you to remove 3,500 calories. Therefore, the easiest way to remove it is by taking off those things that bring calories to the body, by taking it off your menu. When you take them off and you replace it with water, the calorie level begins to drop. It's very, very important. So water should be used to replace those caffeinated and sweetened drinks that you take on a daily basis. Very, very important. I also see a lot of people, they take burger along with those drinks, and as you are busy consuming those burger and eating all those things, it's adding a lot of calories, a lot of things to your body, and at the end of the day, it becomes very detrimental to your system. So I want you to watch out on that score. Watch out very, very well. It's very, very important. And of course, I will also mention number 5 here. Please replace everything. Let your menu be made up of more of vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits have a lot of minerals, a lot of low calorie fiber that comes to your system. It's very, very important. I know a whole lot of families that all they do is they take carbohydrates in the morning, they take it in the noontime, they take it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, before you realize it, a whole lot of things are happening to your system. So replace those things. Replace those things. Take more of vegetables. Take more of fruits. Take more of those kind of foods that will garnish your system, that will keep your system at ease, instead of flogging your system with a whole lot of carbohydrates that keeps you in one spot and remains undigested for a very long period of time. If you take a lot of vegetables, your system will become better, and of course those weights will begin to drop by its own. And of course, the 6th one. Before I go to the 6th one, I want you to check that red button by my side here. Please click on it and get subscribed and be a part of this journey. I actually want you to be a part of this journey. As we go to the 6th point. What is our 6th point? The 6th point, watch your environment. Take control of your environment, really. What do I mean by that? Watch out for the kind of friends you keep. If they are friends that are gluttons, people that are always looking for, where to eat and drink and do this and party, please watch out. You may need to detach yourself from them. If you are fond of entering a party, and each time you enter into a party, you want to consume everything that is there. You want to take all the foods, possibly it's a buffet, and then you pick up your plate, you want to put everything because they are free. No, watch out. Because for everything you put in your system, there is always a deterrent. There's always a problem. You have to watch out for some of these things. I know some people, when they enter into a place, the drinks are free, the food is free, they want to eat everything. So watch out. Control your environment. Control who you are. Be careful what you put in your system, because at the end of the day, they may count negatively to you. So it's very important. And of course, if I must say the 7th one, I want you to please be attentive. At the point you are right now, if you can only reduce what you are taking by 10% regularly, if you can do that regularly, your weight will begin to drop. If you can reduce it by 20%, your weight will begin to drop on its own. What am I saying? Check what you are consuming right now. Check your food intake. Check your wine intake. Check your beer intake. Check all those things. If you can only reduce them by just 10%, your weight will begin to drop. And as you do that consistently, it will drop to a level whereby you get a balanced weight. You get the kind of weight that will make you play well, that will make you walk well, that will make you have quality sexual intercourse, that will make you be able to relate with your partner very well, that will make you to, come out with a whole lot of joy in the morning. Is very, very important. I want you to have that at the back of your mind. Please reduce your intake right now, and you will be joyful in the future. And why do we do a video like this? Because it is necessary for you to be a better person. Somebody that is able to live life to the full, not to be hindered by obesity. Somebody that will be able to play with his partner or with her partner with great joy. Somebody that will be able to do what other things are doing. Do you know that at the age of 70, if you don't take time, if you don't actually watch that weight, at the age of 70, it will become very difficult for you to do what other things take for granted. Even at the age of 60, it will be difficult for you to have quality sexual intercourse with your spouse if you allow that weight to continue to bloat up. So you need to do something about it very, very quickly. And as you do that, may God bless your marriage. May God bless your home. May God bless all that concerns you. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful time.